the Trump rally. We have a Trump rally, and we are actually seeing to the Trump rally. In fact, the little banner here where you could see this big line that stretches all the way back. And unlike what Kamala Harris is saying, a lot of people do show up to Trump rallies. They wait for hours and hours and until the end a lot of the time. How you doing, sir? How you doing?
Good. I'm doing
Here. One sec. What's up? Hey.
We're in LA. We're from LA because I'm working. I'm in talks with Robert F. Kennedy Jr. I did some of the Luke Bryant's. We actually worked on the dirt road. So, but yeah.
Awesome. So you're tell me about the documentary.
It's about vaccines. I'm actually suing a hospital out of Danville, Pennsylvania right now, where they were forced children without parental consent.
Wow.
One of those was influencers. He was a minor, and they took him into. So I filed a lawsuit again, and they said so. In Compton, California, his campaign manager out of Cleveland was somebody that I knew very well. And talked to my and right now it's kind of stalled because of his campaign, and now he's vice or president for having a cabinet doing. When I keep America vaccines and I'm with him. It's something that America should see because there's a lot of things to do.
Oh, his writing partner, Dr. Brian Hook, he wrote called.
It's I don't recall if it's Unvax, but I remember there's a vaccine documentary called Vax that's also out.
Vax Unvax. And it's basically about positive results, according to Dr. Brian Hooker.
A majority of, for example, in which my client was the one that got vaccinated again. That's such a controversial vaccine that California, being the most liberal state in the nation with vaccines, allow it to be on these childhood immunizations. But let's take Pennsylvania, for example, where Biden's picked in the transgender woman that Congress and Rand Paul went off the law in Pennsylvania that requires this vaccine. Immunity from it, and it only lasts about 2 years. It's a completely meant for kids that are going to college, living in dorm rooms. That's where meningitis usually festers. But why are we giving it to 16-year-olds? It's because it falls under the Childhood Immunization Act. You get protection against lawsuits, and guess who's going after him? Willingly funding with our tax monies that they shouldn't be vaccinating.
Wow. That is absolutely so. About the vaccine question now, why is it that like we've allowed it to get this far with the vaccine? I mean, do you believe that a lot of ailments that we are not?
Well, I think you just nailed it right there, making them really rich. 1984, and I know Robert F. Kennedy a lot. He childhood manufacturer, so there falls under the child vaccine will not fall under that act. So that's a rush for vaccine manufacturers to just push a lot of vaccines. And if you pull some of the clips of Robert F. Kennedy on Tucker, he'll actually explain this very well for you, where for example, many vaccines as a kid ourselves, then all these vaccines went to the HPV ones really being pushed, which is not even a So why are we forcing 12-year-olds to have this vaccine? And Rhode Island, actually, it's Rhode Island that made it a mandate now. So now you're forcing kids to have a vaccine that doesn't even put anyone else in danger. Now, when Pfizer finally announced that their vaccine was FDA, two versions of it, and I can't pronounce it. One is the Pfizer BioNTech, which is the one that would stay on your vaccine. One's called Commodity something. It starts with a C. The thing is, they were still giving out the original version, the experimental version. They were not giving the approved one. It's the same chemical in both of them. See, it's identical. It's just the brand name. Reason being is it wasn't approved for childhood. So guess what? You can sue if something happens with the brand name. But if you get the experimental one, which is the Pfizer BioNTech, but they're still making you think that it's approved, you can't sue because you just took an experimental vaccine. It all has to do with liability.
Wow, wow. And it seems like children are basically being vaccinated because there's no liability for the children. Hence, they're also the most vulnerable ones under that Childhood Immunization Act.
Correct. For example, my client that we manage in the social media industry, he turned 20 years old on December 15th of 2022. I filed a lawsuit a day before because right there is where you nail it. By the time they figure it out, they can't even file a claim because any tort that happened to them as a minor, they only have a 2-year or in California 3-year statute of limitations. So when I pushed that a day before and brought to the fact that this hospital in Pennsylvania was doing this, that's when they started retaliating against me because now I could bring every claim he's ever had from childhood, and they might be on the hook for millions of dollars at this point.
Tell me about like retaliation. What were they doing exactly to you?
My house was swatted.
Oh wow!
And they were going after the child, not me.
So they're going after the child.
Going after the child.
Wow.
And the way we knew this is when we were pulling documents from the hospital. When he turned 18, he wanted to get his medical card for obviously marijuana. So we had our address, or one of our addresses, put down as the place to send the documents that we needed to give to the medical marijuana company to prove that you had a certain condition to be able to qualify for that card. Well, so the hospital believed he lived at that address. I get a call from the police department in Ohio. The whole entire SWAT team's out there looking for him because he made a fake 911 call. We were able to track it back to the hospital. It was the nurse that we filed the report on saying that they forcibly vaccinated him that did it. Then they started pranking my phone, and there's a whole video that we have on this that we might make public depending on where this lawsuit goes, because they started calling me. At one point, they forgot to block their phone number. They started harassing me. The hospital did, the employees did, talking, even bringing up the RFK article and calling me a bozo and certain other names. So we tracked it right down to them. They're afraid. They're afraid because they screwed up. And this is the same hospital, by the way, that Rachel Levin is allowing sex change operations to happen to minor. And if you look up the Rand Paul hearing, he'll be grilling about allowing minor parents, and she's advocating for it.
Wow, wow, wow. Disgusting. Man.
Nope. I said I kind of opened up a little bit of a can of worms for this hospital. I'm not mentioning their name, but I'm sure if you find out where the lawsuit's filed, which is Los Angeles, I'm sure you could find it really quickly.
I'm going to put the microphone down for a second. This gentleman's number is way too fascinating. So, one, I'm going to turn this guy off. guys. So I apologize in this next couple of weeks. It's not going to be an issue anymore. But apologies if actually been looking at our cell phones trying to make sure this properly, which it's hard to tell. If you guys could leave us a message down there, tell us how this is now playing. Stay tuned because in a couple of weeks we are getting some new equipment that's going to help us not have these streaming issues when we're at these events. Oh wow, we got a whole bunch of Peter. Thank you for access. We're here at the Trump rally, and listen, magnificent line of people, and it stretches all the way around. It stretches all the way around. I mean, we can't even right down there. People waiting here, and seems like it's going to house, and I'm sure we're all curious how it's going to. It's a little bit of controversy, but here we're just going to be interviewing people that are walking their signal. Choppy. How you doing? Let's chat.
From Newsmax.
Here we go.
Doing good. Oh, I'm here to support Trump. There's a lot that economy was best of a president before. So there's
You don't think she's
no. The all Americans are going to vote, and there's no way that Kamala can win this guy. There's no way.
I mean, what you think about the debate? We're saying that she. What do you think about that?
No. I mean, she doesn't really talking. She just memorized. It
looked like she had.
yeah. So her, I'm sure for her, she wouldn't win. I can tell you that. Yeah. The thing is that 20 is very hard. I was really upset when the next morning I woke up, he was gone. So be the same, but they have put in a lot of people working full time just to sure we are, you know, I don't know. It could be another problem that we have to resolve. Done in the way to do it, and you need to have IDs. I just saying thing for election, you don't have to need.
If you have,
I know that's what people are thinking about. It's just
a lot of this is very logical. It's obvious the scam that they're. Why is it that we're allowing this to happen?
yeah. They are scamming the system. So saying do the right thing, hope he will be elected, and then will everything done, and then maybe his son will come on board this time.
Which son?
I don't know. He has two sons. They are pretty. I mean, Republican lots of people. But
We're stuck with Kamala.
yeah. So I tell you, I think the Republic for you look at Karen, of South Dakota, the governor.
Tucker too.
Yeah, worry about the future.
Yeah.
I mean, America.
You think so? You think we're gonna be in good hands?
Yeah. With all the people, we'll be in good hands.
That's all.
This nation was created, and God, He will never let.
Honestly,
No. He let the Democrats take over. No. Yeah. But anyway,
I really appreciate your time, man. Thank you so much.
anytime. I'm always the same.
Yeah.
Okay.
Very sweet of you. Thanks.
Oh, yeah. No worries. Okay. Thank you.
America happens. Yeah. Have a wonderful day.
So what?
Right there. You can check us out. Actually, probably
Okay, I will try. That'll be good.
awesome. Thank you. Is it? How's it playing now? Choppy signal, guys. We're we're solve all this choppiness and give you guys. For those that don't know, we got on Roku, Amazon TV about a month ago. Make sure actually you've been really on our TV. So uh, very interesting. That gives by for the special backpack thing that's going to give us all $435 a month, people. $435 a month. Because it's going to be beautiful mess connection. Because you know what else? life of prostitution. Could you get brief? It's over.
You don't have.
Oh, it's back. I think it's back now. Looks like it's back.
You should have two phones. One that's just recording.
Our signal. We just keep looking at. It's actually pretty shitty. I apologize. Like I said, in a couple of weeks we're getting have clear signal. Cell package is $435 a month on that one. So kind of price. Going to have this connection issue going forward. So we will have that shortly. But what we're going to do for with the fee, because it doesn't seem like is giving us consistent signal here, and we'll come back to y'all with a recorded version.
Yeah. Maybe you should bring something up here. You can record on your other side.